Hello and welcome, beautiful Cancer people. Hello, my Cancerian viewers. And welcome, any new viewers. You're with Elle for your May 2021 Zodiac Wheel reading. And thank you, Great Spirit, angels and guides, for your guidance and loving messages for Cancerians, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned through this May reading. Start there. Okay, so first card out, Page of Pentacles. This is about strategy, self-care, integrity, important messages, healing, and learning that the magic is in your own hands. It's here in the area of the first house, your appearance, aura, personality, rules the head and face. Okay. And it's about building the foundation for life for you Cancerians, rising, sun or moon. So if you know that your rising sign or your moon sign, please do look those up as well. And it also governs the self. So really working on the self with a strategy, self-care, healing, and learning that the magic is in your own hands. And there is a message here of financial importance too. Next card is the moon. Now the moon here is about your emotions. In the tarot, the moon card represents Pisces energy, and it has an element of mystery to it, and it's also a message of seeing the big picture so you can move forward from the past. So having a view of the big picture, and that way you can avoid making past mistakes that lead to dead ends. Okay, so in a way it's learning from your own history, because history is very important. If we don't understand history, whether it's our own or the world history, how can we make better choices and decisions now and for the future? So just check in with yourself that you're not carrying other people's baggage, and know that here through May, the message for you is that your psychic abilities are heightened with this moon card showing up here, to do with your resources. This is a financial area of your wheel, okay, and your self-worth. Oh, another money card, Nine of Pentacles. Nines represent attainment of all three planes, the physical, mental and spiritual. And the number 9 also is about forgiving them, for they know not what they do. So there may be someone in your siblings or neighbourhood that you've got to forgive. So it'd be really beneficial for you if you could forgive them. Now the Nine of Pentacles is all about persistence and dedication, being competent, enjoying your wealth and health in solitude, attracting a good lifestyle, completion, and the final outcome of success. So there's excellent results attached to this card. Here in the area of close relations, brothers and sisters, short journeys, and it governs your mode of transport, trade, journalism, youth, speech and education as well. So the Nine of Pentacles being there is a very beneficial placement for that card. So there's some sort of success and attainment for you being indicated there. Then in the area of your home, your roots, what you've reincarnated for into this lifetime, you've got the Two of Cups. Lovely. Two of Cups is love, union. For some of you, you may be searching for a partner or a life partner. This does indicate new relationships or being ready to open yourself up for new relationships, reaching the end of ongoing conflict or hostilities in a relationship. So something getting sorted out there. Could even be receiving an unexpected apology. It also is a message of receiving a gift. It is ultimately a card of union, the Two of Cups. So it's a lovely, lovely card. Now the twos are a master number, so it's a very powerful energy. You could find that you're falling in love. You could find that you have a new perspective on trust and have a sense of inner happiness in the area of your home, family or early family environment, how you see yourself, and land and property. Knight of Wands here is about change and adventure and excitement and movement and travel. So this is in the area of your fun, excitement, where you find your joy. It also governs children, matters of the heart, speculation, games, entertainment and nobility. So there's some soul searching affected with that area as well. Okay, now this is also a message of finding it hard to pin someone down or for you to pin someone down. So it's sort of, you may find it a challenge to get hold of someone because they're moving so fast, or it may be someone trying to get a hold of you and you're on an adventure and you're away or something like that. For those of you that are wanting to move house, this is also a house moving energy here, so you may find your joy in that. Because it is about where you find your joy, and it's good fortune as well. So things are moving fast and there's a lot of adventure and change taking place there. Five of Wands, there's a competitive streak in your workplace with your work colleagues maybe, or it's to do with your health or hygiene or both. It's also in the area of your karmic debt. So the Five of Wands is speaking to you about continuous cycle of change and digging deep. Now digging deep is what makes you grow, and this is a time where you could be meeting the right people, be it a relationship, job or career, or just a lead to do with your job or working life or your health and well-being. Ace of Swords, you have the determination and clarity here connected with partnerships, whether it's business partnerships, marriages, or it might be connected with groups of people. This area also governs the legal affairs and contracts and scandals. But the 7th house area likes balance and harmony, so ultimately that's what it wants to bring about. And with this lovely Ace of Swords here, it's just letting you know that once you get victory in those areas, it can't be taken away, because there is wise decision making connected with this Ace of Swords. And thoughts manifest into action, and this also is a card that governs decision making. So it is an air card, so it's the quality of the air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That could be timing. And it's also about fair decisions and separating from past achievements to make a fresh start. So there could be momentous life change coming here, overcoming any challenges that have brought you sorrow, and resolving conflict or arguments. So it also is speaking to you about radical change due to legal contracts or issues connected with contracts or legal dealings, all here in this 7th house area, where ultimately you will see your way clear to bringing about some harmony and balance back into that area of partnerships in business or marriages or groups. And then you've got one of the most exciting cards, the Fool. It's ruled by Uranus, this card, and the Fool is the Great Awakener. Okay, so the Fool is, as you can see on the card, looking out onto the horizon, ready to set out on a new adventure with his dog, but the dog's trying to warn him, watch where he puts his foot. So that's the message, strong message there with the Fool. But the Fool is about adventure. It's about a fresh new beginning. It's the beginning of the major arcana journey, okay, which is the passageway of growth. And it is also a sign that important events are unfolding over the next 30 days. And a great awakening is accompanying that. Excuse me. Get my words grounded. Okay, so here in the 8th house, it's connected to resources with others and your finances, the finance house. And it governs corporations, taxes, loans, legacies and inheritances, this area. And regeneration and birth and renewal. King of Wands. This is a male energy that is prominent for you here through May, Cancer. Fire sign energy. Aries, Sagittarius or Leo. And here's about becoming independent, or he's about independence, I suppose you could say. This is a leader card, a warrior card, bold decision maker, courageous, responsible, and does need independence. Now, this is in the area of the goals that you want to achieve, the future perspective, and your perspectives on where you want the future to lead you. And it governs philosophy, the law, religion, travel, foreign affairs, foreign cultures, dreams, visions, prophecy. So there's a man here in the future with those leadership qualities that you will be possibly inspired by, I feel. Now, the Hangman is in a very interesting position. He's up here in the zenith of the wheel and governed by that Neptune energy, the Hangman. So the Neptune energy is the artist, the musician, the metaphysics, spirituality, that kind of energy, the divine love for all things, a new way to perceive reality, creative pursuits, forgiveness, compassion. And the Hangman, so with this Hangman, it's a message to you that sometimes things beyond your control are taking place. And the lesson is that you control that by letting go of it. And it does call for some sort of self-sacrifice, which is different to being the sacrifice. You might have to sacrifice something in the now and you know, put that into the bigger picture that of a long-term thing, because it's about making some adjustments, and making those adjustments to what isn't working for you anymore. And that will bring about the initiation. In the area of social status, reputation, highest achievements, and it's the 10th house area is governed by parents and governments, and also promotions and your karmic rewards. Another major arcana. So there's quite a passageway of growth being shown here with powerful outside forces at work. The universe is having the first move. So in a way, the outcome is sort of out of your hands, okay? But that's okay, because the universe is always making things shift and move to bring about something for your highest good. So the Devil is a card of ambition, and again about control. It's ruled by Saturn, a Capricorn card. So the key words here with the Devil are temptation, lust, addiction, or something or someone having power over you, false or broken promises, okay? Now, it's here in the area of hopes and wishes and friendship groups, and again the future and long-term objectives. So it could be that you're trying to release yourself from people that you feel have power over you, or your aim is to, you know, kick that addiction. Maybe it's tobacco, or you want to, you know, have a dry month where you don't have anything to drink or something. You want to give your liver a bit of a break, that kind of thing. And that could be a part of your what you want to manifest here with being in your 11th house. But I feel that it is something that you need to sort of give up for your own highest good, because it's next to the self-sacrifice. So you're willing to sacrifice something that probably is, you know, holding you back in some way to achieve that bigger picture of what you're aiming for. And this is a good sign that too, that you will have the self-discipline to be able to do that. Now the Knight of Cups here, now he's come up reversed. So this is a message of looking for love in all the wrong places, and it's here in the 12th house, what is hidden. And it's about self-sabotage. So then again, with this card of bondage and control being here, you may find that you have or do at times self-sabotage. So this area, the 12th house area, is about karmic debt. It's about your limitations, institutions, secrets, but ultimately it's about the search for self-renewal. So with this Knight of Cups, you can really reinvent yourself, and it is a message of waiting for the right person to come to you, sort of thing, for those of you that are single. And for those of you in a relationship, maybe you need to give someone some time and let them come to you in their own time. But you haven't got really any conflict cards here. You have got a bit of an issue with self-sacrifice and addiction or bondage, or feeling trapped in something that you need to let go of. You've got some competition here, and that's in your working life as well. But you're every bit good enough for that competition, to be a part of it. Okay, so Cancer, I'll just ask here for your guardian angel and what the message is for you. Who your guardian angel is for May, for Cancerians, that you can turn to and ask for help or guidance, or to give you a sign. Okay, and we have the Angel of Determination, Cancer, number 9. So if there is some sort of habit that you need to kick, you've got the number 9 with you, and the number 9 is of attainment, and it's also a message of forgive them, for they know not what they do. And it's number 9's about all 3 planes of the physical, mental and spiritual. And it is about determination and reaching your goal. So ask the Angel of Determination for help and guidance here for you with your goals through May. And your message for this reading is forgiveness, Cancer. Forgive yourself, forgive others. Forgiveness is the way to help you let go. So if you're trying to overcome tobacco addiction, for example, forgive yourself for having that addiction. That is one of the good ways to start with setting yourself free from that. Okay, so that's the end of part 1 of the reading for Cancerians. I will now start part 2, which is the planetary transits through the zodiac wheel for the placements of planets for Cancer rising, Sun and Moon. So Pluto here, because I will start with the major planets, the slower moving planets, and those of you that have been following your zodiac wheel will know that Pluto has been over here in your 7th house for quite some time, and it's got a few years left to go. Now Pluto, the big news with Pluto in Capricorn is that it went retrograde on the 23rd of April. So those of you looking for work, this is a great time to work on your resumes and get ready to put your best foot forward. because this Pluto retrograde, I feel, is definitely about work, jobs, more work, working on transformations of yourself, of your business, of career even. It also does indicate a labyrinth of subjects because the Plutonian frequencies are very scorpionic, and it enhances your interest in probing the depths of life's mysteries. So the Pluto retrograde marks a time of gradual assimilation through a period of newly discovered resources and adjustments and a new psychic terrain. So it does require courage, strength, and the development of new skills, so a new way can be opened up for you. And also paying attention to your inner voice. Now you have, because the inner voice could come through quite clearly, because you've got the Ace of Swords there, which is clarity and seeing things clearly in that 7th house area of getting your equilibrium back. Then Saturn for you, Cancer, is here in the 8th house. It's one of the resources houses. Shared resources with others, inheritances, legacies, your emotional values, regeneration, birth and rebirth, renewal. Governs corporations, the occult, taxes, insurances, loans. And Saturn is the Lord of Karma. So it represents caution and consequences of your actions. Okay? But with Saturn here in Aquarius in the 8th house, it is a time to set and achieve goals. Albeit slowly and steadily, it creates security in your life and often results in establishing justice in your life as well. All to do with finances and shared resources, birth or rebirth. Jupiter is here in the 9th house. Jupiter has moved out of Aquarius into Pisces. Now, Jupiter moves into Pisces on the 13th of May, Greenwich Mean Time, and on the 14th of May for Australian Eastern Standard Time. So this is going to give you a peek into that Pisces frequency, which is in harmony with the Cancer, because water signs are benefiting from the Jupiter moving into Pisces, which is a water sign. So Cancer is one of the water signs. So do check your sun, moon or rising in particular. So you may be a Pisces rising, or you may be a Scorpio rising, or you may have a Pisces moon or Scorpio moon. If you aren't sure about any of those things, you can just contact me through the details in the description box below, and I can help you with that. So Jupiter here is leading you on an intuitive search for the truth. It's also a mystical truth as well. So you may really find that you are receiving signs. And if you feel that you have had a sign, then be assured that you have. And do jot it down as well. So you can visualize something for yourself, because there is easy connection. The conduit is open for sending healing out to the world and planet, and visualizing how exquisite the healing can be, and feel the healing in your visualization for yourself as well as for the planet and the world. Now, through your dreams is also profound information being downloaded, and it's also a message of being able to feel something in your psyche. You know, you just have that knowingness in your psyche. The high vibration of Jupiter is about campaigning for the underdog and seeing that everyone is a mirror. We are a mirror to each other. We are all each other's teachers, whether it's on a spiritual level, religious level. It's about our faiths and beliefs. So this Jupiter in Pisces energy is a frequency that is beneficial for receiving some sort of recognition. And Jupiter here in the 9th house is an excellent placement for legal issues being resolved, and using tact and diplomacy, being able to call a treaty, anything that's got the issues of your ethics or ethical issues and moral issues. Low vibration frequency is over exaggeration and can also bring about weight gain. Neptune has also been in Pisces for quite a while. So Neptune here in the 9th house, which governs the law, religion, travel, long distance travel, higher education, spiritual, mental and physical exploration. With Neptune in there, this is also where your perspective is for the future, where you aim to achieve your goals. This is also heightening that interest in spiritual and metaphysical as well. Some of the antidotes, if you're getting more of that low vibration energy with the Neptune, which will have guilt attached to it, drug abuse or feeling spaced out, antidotes for that are music and art and spiritual and metaphysical endeavours, your psychic abilities being aroused, and other aspects of your mind like your beliefs, your intuition and your sensitivities. So this Jupiter is expanding all that, and Neptune is in harmony with all that because Neptune is in its own sign of Pisces. Okay. Now Uranus here is in the 11th house, so this is where you can get some shake-ups. This is where you can get some of the sort of unexpected developments, lightning flashes, something all of a sudden coming through to you. The Uranus energy is also about earth disturbances. Now Uranus is the planet of freedom and liberation. It governs technology, radical change, and is a very futuristic planet that takes us into the future with science and glamour attached to it as well. Now it's in Taurus. Taurus is about beauty and nature and connecting to the rhythms of nature, and it's about the natural law. Not man's law, natural law. So all of that is getting a bit of a shake-up with Uranus in here. Now this is the 11th house of where and how you receive love, your friendship groups, hopes and wishes, and your long-term objectives. So again, this is Uranus energy really wanting to have you focusing, surprisingly enough, on your future. Living in the now, but really putting it out there of what you see your future to be on the highest possible vibrational frequency. The Sun here is in Gemini, and the Sun moves into Gemini on the 21st of May. So this is a time where your attention can turn towards your immediate surroundings. an increasing interaction with friends and relatives, business associates, and your everyday dealings. And the temptation is to pour out energy while not taking any in. So try to be the passive agent in communication. So that means listening, because the tempo of life is about to accelerate. Try not to leave people in the dark, because this is about what's hidden and things that are kept behind the scenes. So try not to keep people in the dark and or confused. Communicate your real thoughts and intentions, because it's a time of the year for clear thinking and making yourself quite clear. It's also joined by Mercury on the 4th of May. Mercury moves into Gemini. So Gemini's got a bit of a stellium happening in there, so there's a lot of fast talking, there's a love for information and conversation, and it's a good time to collect and network knowledge, collect data. You can go into your inner sanction and enjoy reading a book or magazine. This is a time where Mercury can really help with you learning anything to do with computers or the media and communicating. Okay, now Mercury goes retrograde on the 30th of May. So with retrograde, with Mercury in retrograde, it can sort of present as annoying mishaps that thwart your will, but it's serendipitous, because the essence of Mercury retrograde is the trickster slash healer. So there's some serendipity. Might be hidden behind the scenes, and maybe only you will actually notice it, but that's alright, only you need to notice it. Venus is also in Gemini, and that's moving into Gemini on the 9th of May. This is wonderful, because Venus makes your everyday actions more pleasant. You have more fun socializing and talking. The Venus frequency is only interested in pleasures of life. So not really that interested in discussing the serious stuff. So if you are reading a book or looking into any information, it's going to be about how to make your life more pleasurable. And you'll be happy to snuggle up and do that all on your own, and in private too. So it's going to be a time here from the 9th of May where you have the opportunity to discover enormous amounts of love in your life and wanting to beautify your surroundings. Short drives are highlighted as well. You may really enjoy, you know, a country drive, or going somewhere where you can enjoy beautiful scenery, museums, art galleries, all that very much able to be appreciated with this Venus in Gemini energy. Mars here for you Cancerians is in your first house. Mars energy is quite fiery and feisty, so it's really important to remain conscious of what you're doing now. This is in the first house of your appearance, aura, your personality. The first house governs your head and face and the self, and the Mars energy is all about the self, and Mars is in Cancer from the 23rd of April right through to the 12th of June, so jot those numbers down. It's dates down. It's a good time to trust your instincts with professional activities. Could be also a time that you would be best off keeping your profile low until this transit's over after the 12th of June, because then it's followed by a really favourable one. and you don't want to be fighting about something you don't even understand, even though your self-motivation is strong. So you may find a cause about which you feel strongly about to be able to get behind and give some of that motivation to. Keywords with Mars in Cancer are irritability and pettiness. Also, with Mars in Cancer, you may be dealing with someone in your home who has a different point of view to you, or for those of you living with your parents, you may be finding that a bit difficult. And also it could be for other Cancerians that there might be dispute over land or ownership or the use of land. So again, trust your instincts and try not to get too involved in fighting about something that you don't really understand or isn't really about you, maybe, okay? Because rash behaviour can have the consequence of mishaps. So try to not come from a knee-jerk reaction when Mars is in Cancer. Now here on the 26th of May we have the full moon in Sagittarius, and this now the full moon in Sagittarius is giving that need for adventure and independence and that instinctual urge to travel, which can be quite beneficial at this time. Now, there's nothing that needs to be too radical. Just time out from boring routine will really lift the spirits, because that full moon energy is peak energy. It's the culmination of everything coming to a peak, and it can bring about blossomings, and it can be a need for celebrations, but it's certainly a time where you can really take notice of what you are acknowledging about what's been going on up until the full moon, from the last new moon to this full moon. Okay, others of you may find that a mental journey is favoured and more favourable, because this is taking place in your 6th house of work, food, hygiene, health, co-workers, karma, debt, and animals, mind, body and well-being. Okay, so study is highlighted with the Sagittarius full moon eclipse, and ideas and concepts that are revolutionary and liberating can give you a sense of excitement as well. So you might need to bring in some new concepts in your workplace or with your health regime. Now, the new moon is on the 12th of May, and it's in earthy Taurus, so it's over here with Uranus. So it is also about new beginnings and the unexpected, because it's going to be triggering that Uranus energy. But the new moon is always a great time to set new intentions. Now, the new moon in Taurus on the 12th is a message to you that it's not a great time for spending money. So hold on to your money, which I'm sure Cancerians don't mind holding on to their money, because it's a really good time for saving money. So your intention may be to save some money for something that you want to save up for. This new moon is a great time to do that. And it's also a time where you may get a lot of emotional comfort out of being around familiar, if it's got special meaning to you from your past. Alrighty, so now the confirmation card for you Cancerians. Thanking you, angels and guides. Alright, you've got the King of Summer as your animal medicine. The King of Summer is warm-hearted, devoted, loving and faithful Oh. And penguin medicine here for you, Cancers. So, a trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from their heart. Lovely. Thank you so much, Cancer, for joining me for your May reading. Please do click on that subscribe button, click that bell next to it as well, just there. And please, if you want to go into anything deeper, check the contact details in the description box below. I'd love to hear from you and we can look into things deeper for you. Until next time, Cancer, many blessings and namaste.